let's just blast off and let's get started, okay? All right. Trump shot at PA rally. Shooter identified. Republicans who immediately claimed he was Chinese now have to deal with shooter's background. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. Brandon speaks about the shooter and takes down ads. Hogwatch meltdown. Republicans who love violence now crying foul while advocating for more violence. Get in now. Daily Show canceled. Daily Show cancels on the ground. RNC plans after Trump assassination attempt. Oh yeah, dude. I am still willing. If someone is able to get me into the RNC, I'll still go. And I know the reason why Daily Show doesn't want to go anymore, because they'll get fucking killed. I'm down. I will still go. I don't give a fuck, okay? And I'll take the Aussie boys with me too. It's just that I don't have the access. If someone could give me access to the RNC even right now, that's still content. I'll still go. You know, bring a vest. Like, I'll go. I'll probably have to get security this time. Like, it's not... This will be one of the few instances where I will literally have to have security outside of like TwitchCon. Did BlackRock also pay you to bring about its involvement in the assassination attempt? By the way, I'm kidding. Just a new narrative since he was in a BlackRock commercial. Yeah, I saw that. We'll talk about all the crazy conspiracies and whatnot. Let's get started. Here's the fucking blast off meme. Trump shot a PA rally. Shooter identified. Brandon speaks about the shooter and takes down ads. Hogwatch meltdown. Republicans who love violence now crying foul while advocating for more violence. Get in now. But yeah, I made you a blast off picture. Too late. I already... What the fuck is this? Okay, dude, calm down. I realized, or at least my Discord realized this morning, that there are too many photos of me prominently with weapons. Like, I have so many goddamn gun photos. Like, I think I might have too many gun photos out there. Like, gumshoes. Dude, what did they know? They would never accuse Hank Pecker of doing this. Hank Pecker loves the president, dude. Hank Pecker loves the president so much he wears his fucking comical big ass red hat. Dude, by the way, this was pretty funny. PolitiFact came out with PolitiFact had to come out with an article about who the shooter actually is, and the article prominently displays me as like the fake shooter, which is pretty funny because like there were so many other tweets that went way more viral about who the fucking shooter supposedly was, and it's so funny that they used me. And I'm glad, you know, thank you for clearing my name, PolitiFact. Yes, it was not me. I will fight you. I will fight you. I will fight you. What are you gonna do, bro? Fight to suck my dick? What's happening? What do you mean you're gonna fight me? Fight me to do what? Anyway, we're blasting off. Let the people know the shooter was a Republican, but he leans left by 2 inches. Yeah, he's center left a little bit. Do you have an alibi? Yes. Just like with January 6th, baby. Breaking the gunman at Trump's rally pointed a rifle at an officer who found him on a rooftop shortly before he opened fire. 2 law enforcement officials say at AP. That's crazy. We'll do it. He's like, I will fight you. I will fight to suck your dick, dude. I will fight anybody. Damn, bro, you improve your drip. You're dressed like a normal adult now. Good for you. I mean, I'm just wearing a shirt, man. Bro, are you balding? No. Does it look... Do you have eyes? Does it look like I'm balding? Anyway, oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Get out of here. What's good? Oh, I was like, what the hell? Yo, Huxley just dropped his frisbee in here, by the way, Michael. Look at this fucking demon. You guys want to see Kai's? You guys want to see Kai's boyfriend? Hold on, Huxley, come here. Huxley, come here. Come here. This is Kai's boyfriend. You guys know him already. They're hanging out. They're having a pool day. I, on the other hand, am of course not having a pool day. I am having a cool day, if that's what you want to call it. Okay, more like she's too young. Don't worry, it's a straight relationship, guys. I'm not grooming her to be gay. That's only for all of the other children. My daughter is a straight woman, okay? And yes, it's perfectly age appropriate. Huxley is 2, she's 1.5, or Huxley's about to be 3. I will never let my daughter be gay. The shooter being a registered Republican isn't the own the Dems think it is law. No, I think it's the reason. First of all, I disagree with you completely. And we'll cover the background of the shooter in a second. But I must tell you, I disagree with you. It absolutely is a major fucking own. Are you kidding me? If that is the case, it's like it literally fucking completely destroys like 90% of the fucking narratives that were flying around about how, like, you know, this is the work of like gay Antifa. But we don't know. It still could be. Okay, can I just admit something? Maybe people will clip this because there's a lot of fucking haters around waiting for the opportunity to like go crazy over any misstep, anything I say right now. But I gotta admit something. And I think a lot of other people probably also felt this. But there was a moment when this happened yesterday when in my mind, like, maybe it's fucked up to think this, but I literally was just like, I really hope he's not like some marginalized identity. Like, I hope the shooter is not like Muslim. I hope the shooter is not Hispanic. I hope the shooter is not an undocumented immigrant. I really, really, really hope. I hope the shooter's not trans, black. Like, in my mind, I was running like, I literally was. My first thing wasn't like, I'll admit, my first thing wasn't because I don't really give a shit about Donald Trump. Like, you know, perhaps I'm being a little too brutally honest, but my immediate reaction was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, the shitstorm that will happen. The shitstorm that will happen. Like, they would do pogroms, dude. Like, no matter who it was, if it was anyone but like a cis white dude, okay, if it was anyone but a fucking cis white guy, there would literally be pogroms, okay? Like mass annihilation events. Like, the amount of hate crimes that would happen in America would perhaps, I feel like it would make like the Jim Crow South look tame in comparison, because these guys are so goddamn gung-ho. Like, they are so insane. They want to legislate the concentration camps at this point. So it's like they motherfuckers still might take matters in their own hands, but like, I straight up was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I really, really, really hope, I really, really hope the shooter was not like some fucking dude from any kind of like classic Republican villain category. Yeah, I guess I wasn't the only one. Please be an apolitical schizo white cishet man. Please be an apolitical schizo white cishet man. Yeah, this is like, I think virtually everyone took a collective sigh of relief when they saw the fucking shooter's footage of his like fucking mouth hanging off. Like, I was keeping my cool the whole time. Like, I wasn't trying to let you in on it, but I was in my asshole was puckered the entire time. I was just like, ha, ha, ha. We don't know who the shooter is. Please. We don't know. Please stop. Don't. It's like, yeah. Cause it's like, I mentioned it. That I did the shooter as a cishet white male. Like, and I know a lot of people will say like, oh, this is anti-white racism or whatever. No, man. This is pure defense, okay? Because every single person knows exactly what the fuck would have happened if the shooter was like, you know, Chinese in the way that the New York Post immediately reported on it, okay? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, will go, oh, that's a white guy. That means all white people are at fault. But if it was anyone but a white guy, okay? If it was anyone but a white dude, the entire story would be like, are all trans people actually out to kill the president? We should probably preemptively lock them in jail and kill them. Like, that's literally what happens. That's what happens when it is a white guy. That's what literally happened, even though we didn't know who the fuck the shooter was. Donald Trump hadn't even been escorted to the goddamn hospital yet, and motherfuckers were chirping about how this is like a gay Ukrainian Chinese Hamas official. There was a dude on Fox News who said this has to be the work of college protesters, pro-Palestinian college protesters. And it's like, why would they kill Trump? Trump is not the president right now. He's not the one currently doing the genocide. Why would anybody do that? There are motherfuckers in Dearborn saying they might vote for Trump over Biden, okay? Which is stupid and it's silly, okay? But still, like, that's the attitude that people have right now at this point. And people were like rushing. Now, another Hasanabi lock was also the police incompetence narrative, because it seems like that narrative is setting in pretty aggressively right now. I am shocked. Okay. I'm shocked. Now, let's talk about what originally happened. What originally happened yesterday. Obviously, I covered it for like 11 fucking hours yesterday. It was supposed to be a light news day. I was supposed to play Elden Ring, and then all of a sudden, Trump gets shot. My immediate real-time reaction you can go and find on my TikTok or on my Instagram. We posted it on both of those places.
What's stunning to me is the people with the least money.
The YouTube, what the fuck? This shit is so loud. YouTube video was up as well, even though YouTube immediately fucking hit me with a warning, which is so annoying. I mean, but like, this is literally what happened here. Gunshots at the Trump YouTube rally? Immediately hit me with the fucking demonetization button. Shut the fuck up. Where? Give me a link now. Yo! What the fuck? They went crazy. Clearly, he's still throwing up fists while they're putting him in the fucking car, bro.
At this time, the president,
every fist is another 10,000 in a fucking red state, a key state turning into a red state. He's clip farming harder than Jinxie. He keeps throwing up his fucking fist. It's over.
Front row showing the blood on former.
You think they'll go for gun control after this?
The former president was
okay. Never mind. They were chanting USA, USA. They probably not, right?
Feeling a lot of rage from people right now as everyone
Don't politicize this. Bitch, what do you mean? Don't politicize the former president getting shot with a gun. Unbound. By the way, Hassan, you had the news almost first. You said it on stream. I Googled, and Google nor Yahoo had breaking news alerts. No. We literally saw it first. Because if you look at it, if you look at my tweet, the official time that everyone is running with in the media, here, I'm going to show you guys something. The official time that every single person is running on the media as far as like when Trump was shot is actually not the official time Trump was shot. They're saying Donald Trump was shot at, I guess, 6:15, right? Like that's what they're saying. They're saying Donald Trump was shot at 6:15. Technically, like the media claimed that it was that he was shot at 6:15. I posted this at fucking 3:14, as in 6:14. Gunshots at the PA Trump rally, Secret Service escorting him out. So we saw it at like literally 2 minutes, 3 minutes prior to that. Like we saw it as soon as it happened. Not that it matters, but grateful for the unhinged chatters who were unironically watching a Trump rally. I know, like a boring one. Like a boring one that was so fucking boring that like Aaron Rupar didn't even cover it. Aaron Rupar, who is like the Trump clipper, right? The guy who clips all of the Trump rallies, was hanging out with his mom in Chicago and was like, yeah, this one's boring. I'm not going to cover it. I wasn't watching it. Yeah. When I switched over, the first thing we saw was him getting up, which was crazy. JFK's grandson is the first assignment at Vogue Politics being covering a president getting shot in the head. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the shooter and stuff, but ultimately, you know, even the Secret Service wasn't covering it. Yeah. Nobody was watching this one. Nobody was watching this one, okay? Absolutely nobody was watching this motherfucking rally. Let me tell you something. Dems and their friends in the media knew exactly what they were doing with the literally Hitler bullshit. I mean, the problem is Trump is a Hitlerian politician. But liberals are, you know, too cowardly to both simultaneously say that. And also, like, I understand they're not going to be like advocating for political violence. Of course, you know what I mean? Especially because like the side that does political violence a metric ton more is the Republican side. So like they're probably fearful for their own personal prospects, right? And also beyond that, like they have to take this like serious narrative, even though the Republicans never do. The Republicans never are like, oh man, political violence is unacceptable. They're always like, no, political violence is awesome. Look at this. I'm going to be such a Midas touch Andy today. I am going to be such a relentless libtard today, in a way that libtards never are. Okay. Like these guys running around and claiming like, oh, political violence has gotten out of control. It's like, bro, you are a Republican. Your entire worldview revolves around doing harm to others, either by way of the state enforcing said violence that you demand more of, or by directly taking matters into your own hands. That's why it was so funny watching people, Deborah's, Barbara's, okay, Hanks at the Trump rally wearing t-shirts with fucking Biden with a bullseye on his head, being like, I can't believe how far the liberals are going. Like, I can't believe the political violence coming from liberals. It's like, who? What? Joe Biden? Really? Joe Biden is the violent being? He is the force for evil in American politics? Like, the only thing that he does violently is violently shit in his diapers, okay? Which one? What was the violent coding from Joe Biden's narrative? Was it when he said, "Do we beat Medicare"? Was that when it was like, "Yes, President. Yes, Mr. President. I've gotten my orders. It's time to assassinate the former president"? Like, is that what you think was the violent narrative? Beat Medicare. Like, the idea that these guys have presented a narrative that like Joe Biden is this fucking doddering old fool, okay, who is like simultaneously this masterful, cunning, evil being is pretty fucking funny. It's just ridiculous, okay? Yeah. Look at this. Look. Republicans, Democrats incited this, also Republicans. Like, I think we've gotten to a point in this country where, you know, Republicans have beaten the Democrats so thoroughly in the political arena that they literally are just like infighting now for fun. It's kind of like the Matt Gaetz equation, right? They are so good at obstructing that they are obstructing themselves sometimes. Like, they've forgotten that like they're only supposed to obstruct the Democrats when they're in power. But because the Democrats don't do anything at this point, Republicans are like, fuck it. I'm just going to obstruct myself for fun. And that's literally what's going on here, it seems. What the fuck? These guys, they just have too much they have too much power. They have too much entitlement. Yo, Alex, can you open the door? There's like, I ordered a bunch of knee braces and stuff, but unfortunately the tendon braces didn't come. Please tell me that's not real. Not only is this real, Donald Trump posted this on his Truth account. Okay? He posted this on his Truth account. That's a fucking insane thing to say when one of the bullets that missed Trump directly. Oh my God, you're out of control. You know, I have I have an American one, but that's too big for you probably. I have an American Budgie Smuggler. It's too big. So yeah, miss me with this fucking bullshit, okay? This mealy-mouthed, wishy-washy, I can't fucking believe the Democrats would be so fucking violent bullshit, okay? God redirecting the bullets towards the expendable peasants in the crowd. Yeah, that's so awesome. What is this? Alex Jones hosted a Twitter Spaces the other day titled "Assassinate Biden." In case you were wondering what degree of staged this was. What do you mean staged? Anyway, so yeah, we're like, dude, Republicans have no leg to fucking stand on. Okay, let me just say something. Republicans have no leg to stand on with the respect to like political narratives being outwardly violent or anything like that. They don't have any fucking, they have no shame. They're shameless motherfuckers. So they're just gonna fucking cry because they're a bunch of goddamn permanent victims and cry bully in this circumstance. But do not give a single fucking, do not give a single inch. Okay, do not give a single inch to these monstrous pieces of shit who every single day demand more violence. How many mass shooters have basically verbatim wrote down every single thing Tucker Carlson is saying on primetime television at Fox News in their manifestos, directly naming people like Tucker Carlson in their motivations for why they were trying to kill as many Mexicans as possible in El Paso or kill as many black people as possible in fucking upstate New York? Miss me with that bullshit, okay? Motherfuckers be like, I love Tim Pool, and that's why I'm trying to kill as many black people as possible. I love Tucker Carlson, and that's why I'm trying to do this. And then conservatives will turn around and be like, he could have been motivated by anybody. It's probably a psyop. It's probably completely made up. It's probably a government employee that's doing this to, do gun control. Where's the psyop narrative now? I'm sure the psyop narrative will come if the shooter actually was like, a hog. Because there's a lot of reporting on the shooter being a hog, potentially being a right-wing Republican, potentially a registered Republican, potentially. I'm not saying conclusively that that is the reason. I think, like, you know, there's still more investigations that must be conducted into the matter. Okay. People are saying he donated the Dems in 2021. Yeah. And then he fucking registered as a Republican. I don't understand how that works. It could have been that he lost a fucking bet because he donated through AC Blue to one of those like fake ass Democratic Party PACs. That's like a shitty ass PAC that Ryan Grimm actually did some investigative reporting on. Okay. But, you know, it wasn't him who donated. Yeah. I've seen that the Democratic Party donation was like something different. But yeah, we'll get to all of that. We'll cover all of that extensively right now. I just wanted to like, you know, talk about this thing that is on my mind, on the top of my mind, because like obviously whenever shit like this happens, everyone turns into like the biggest opportunist on the planet, and like their immediate response to a situation like this is almost always like, how do I make this about like whoever I hate? Obviously one of the funniest ones was Keemstar, just the biggest baboon on the fucking planet, tweeting out through the Drama Alert account. Like, imagine the former president gets shot. You don't know if he's dead. You don't know what the fuck's going on. And your first response is, how do I make this about a Twitch streamer that I fucking hate? Says you is funny that you're saying, because I didn't do that. I don't do that. When breaking news is happening, I don't do that at all. As a matter of fact, one of the things I immediately do is tell people there's a lot of misinformation in this instance, and that you shouldn't go crazy over it. You shouldn't run with narratives, especially narratives that actually are too aligned with your own personal worldview. Okay? And I'm pretty fucking consistent on this shit too. But here, this is what this dumb fuck did. Low IQ political streamer Hassan Piker claims Donald Trump was clip farming, aka being shot for social media engagement. This has to be the dumbest take of all time. That's not my take at all. I'm saying Trump is content brained. So content brained that even when he got shot, he immediately stood up and was like, yeah, fight, which is true. And you can tell in the video as well, even though we try to clip chimp it. Let's take a look.
As well as you saw
he's clip farming harder than the new crop of FaZe talent. He's like FaZe Ronaldo. He's clip farming harder than Jinxie. He keeps throwing up his fucking fist.
Been at many of these Trump rallies, and here's a
over.
picture from one of our colleagues there on the ground, the photojournalists who are in the
Anyway, like I said, you literally kept repeating, this is not staged. People are dumbasses throughout the whole night. I know. One of the things that I do always is one of the things that I do in a situation like this is always to be like, look, I've been covering the news professionally for quite some time. There's a reason why when stuff like this happens, like immediately, most people under the age of 35's first reaction is like, oh, some shit is popping off. Let's go see what the fuck is going on at the Hasanabi stream. Okay. Right. It's because this is what I do professionally, in air quotes. I mean, yeah, you might not like it, but this is my profession, right? You might not enjoy it. You might not agree with me, but this is what I do. So, one of the things that I said yesterday was to be careful and to not lean on like idiotic narratives, not lean on crazy narratives, not lean on narratives that are that immediately correspond to your worldview. Okay, so obviously that's not my perspective. My perspective is that this is not that this is staged is so stupid, but it doesn't matter. There's, as always, as is the case with Twitter, I feel like he's referring to him getting up and pumping his fist after he was hit, but for the sake of people there and watching, I don't blame him for letting people see him alive, haha. Not a Hassan Piker enjoyer, but in this context, I don't think he was implying he got shot for engagement, haha. 146 likes. Every other response is, that's an L take, he fucking sucks, I hate him. Anyway, at least there's a little bit of literacy here. But so there was a kick streamer talking about wanting to slap you. I think a lot of people think I'm like because of the things that I advocate for, they think I'm soy. Like in their minds, they have this picture of me being fucking soy, you know, like a tiny guy, like a little guy, just a soy guy. I think it's funny that everyone is trying to best to make sure their shooter isn't in their ideological camp. Yeah, I mean, I think for right wingers, they just want to make sure that the shooter is not in their ideological camp because like they want to win an argument, right? But for other people, ultimately, what comes next is really scary. So there's a very valid reason as to why, you know, someone who's black would be hoping that the shooter is not black. Someone who's trans is hoping that the shooter is not trans. Someone who is, you know, Hispanic or hoping that the shooter is not Hispanic.
Crazy fucking content. I can't believe Hassan is getting cooked for saying that Trump was clip farming, because Trump was absolutely clip farming. He fixed his fucking hair and he wanted to make sure he had his shoes on before he left. He absolutely was. 100%. This guy has been in the media for...
And also the irony is that wasn't even like a bad thing about Trump. Me saying he was clip farming in that situation was actually giving props to this fucking media demon, taking an opportunity where he was literally shot at and almost fucking died. Okay. A bullet grazed his goddamn ear and he stood up and was like, this is my moment. Like, this is my motherfucking moment. And it was. That photo goes hard, bro. Are you kidding me? There's a female Secret Service agent protecting his body. The Secret Service agents are like in a state of panic, possibly because they're going to lose their jobs. But regardless, and he's just cool, calm, and collected, raising up his fist. There's an American flag in the background. It just looks insane. Like, it is an iconic photo that will be in history textbooks. Okay? Are you fucking kidding me? How does that happen? I feel like, look, I'm not a religious person, okay? I'm not exactly a firm, committed believer in like, you know, God doing certain things. But considering last time around, there was a fucking biblical style plague that allowed Joe Biden to win the election. If it straight up feels like God was like, yeah, my bad. My bad on the last one, Trump. I got you on this one, big dog, okay? Little column A, little column B. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, I did a fucking plague and then I gave Trump COVID right before the election so you could be carried across the finish line. And this time, I'm doing the most. I'm doing the most for Trump. It's crazy. You mean this photo? Yeah, this photo. Why isn't Brandon taking credit? He's allowed to do so. Oh, they're already doing, by the way, I called this yesterday as well. They're already doing the fucking female DEI Secret Service shit, which is so funny because Trump was like, thank God for the Secret Service. Trump's family's like, thank God for the Secret Service. Thank you, Jesus, Lord, and the Secret Service and all the women and men that were protecting me. That was awesome. And meanwhile, Dinesh D'Souza is like, yeah, look at all these dumb broads. It's funny. Anyway, Cope. Yeah, they're doing DEI. Donald Trump's campaign has started pausing their digital fundraising efforts to post the shooting in Pennsylvania. Per people familiar, the NRCC also paused their digital fundraising. It's just their digital fundraising. I don't know why they're pausing it though. That doesn't make any sense. I actually don't know why they're doing that. That seems weird. But yeah, there will be a lot of coverage on this from all sides. People just saying like incredibly unhinged shit. Now that there's more information coming out. Of course, hold on. Oh shit. I am currently helping the New York Times conduct their investigation. I don't know if M Hood is around. I'm gonna send him some info. Hold on one second, everybody. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Sorry, I don't know why I'm singing that. M Hood, are you around? Eric sent me some info that I'm sending over to you. I don't know if you're in here or not. Wait, did this work? Nope, it did not. What the fuck? Why can't I save this? Football's not coming home? Don't say that. Actually, I don't really care. I have no dog in this fight. Okay. Upload. Pictures, screenshots. It's just, I don't think he's around. It's all good. He'll get it when he gets it. M-Hud is here. Football is on, bro. M-Hud, Eric sent me some stuff that I sent over to you. If you wanna, you know, look at it, it's up to you. If you wanna like cross-reference it. Anyway, is it true Trump wasn't hit in the ear by a bullet instead of a piece of glass? So that's actually another thing that we don't know enough information on. TMZ, which is like unimaginably reliable, like weirdly reliable in moments like this, is going against the narrative that Trump himself set, where Trump himself said he got shot in the ear with a bullet. But TMZ is saying that's not true. He got shot with a shard of glass on the teleprompter. But yeah, we're gonna do a deep dive on the background of this person. We might even fucking break some stuff. Who knows? You have actually been one of the more responsible and careful streamers covering this event. It's funny that they're trying to go after your coverage when you said really anything out of pocket. Yeah, dude. The most out of pocket shit is that I serve 3-minute ad breaks at the top of the hour, and then I tell you that if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime. You know what I mean? Like that's probably the most out of pocket shit that I do, because at the top of the hour there is a 3-minute ad break. You can also get gifted a sub. Twitch Primes are free at least though. If you no longer want to see those ads, dude should have hit the range. I mean, he probably was, but I suspect he wasn't. I assume it's not easy to do such a thing. You know what I mean? I'm not the best shooter myself, but like, I feel like in that circumstance, even if it's a stationary target, it's like, there's definitely range there. Was it iron sights? That's actually impressive. If he didn't have optics on that shit, that's crazy. No shot. The fact that he was able to get there with no optics, the fact that he was able to get that close with no optics is crazy, dude. Are you kidding me? Guys, Betelgeuse, Lake, we can't ban guys like this. Okay, these guys are content. You're a traitor. You're a traitor and a liar and a grifter and a piece of garbage. Traitor, grifter. I'm unbanning this person because we have to let freedom of speech thrive in this community. And by that, I mean, I love these hogs. I love them. I welcome them into the fold. I want to hear from them. I want to hear what they're, I want to hear what's going on in their minds, or rather lack thereof. But yeah, as always, there are reliable people in instances like this with a proven track record. And then there are unreliable people when there's breaking news like this happening. Obviously, Evan, Eric, New York Times, Washington Post, like these are my dudes, I think. Eric Toller, New York Times Visual Investigation. That's a person that I absolutely, even if I have sometimes ideological disagreements with him, I think his work is very good. He used to be previously at Bellingcat. Another person that I think is obviously very reliable in instances like this is Evan Hill, who is the open source and visual forensics investigator at the Washington Post. Previously, he was at the New York Times. So like, there are obviously people on, these are people who are prominent Twitter users as well. Like they usually break stuff. Glazing. Yeah, I am glazing them. These are people that are definitely, pretty reliable, more so than even some of the names that are being mentioned. If I don't mention a name on here, then, they are inconsistent. I don't even complete a 15-minute match without acquiring decent sites, and you're trying to kill a fucking president. Be for fucking real, dog. I mean, he's a little crazy. At least a man shot at a politician instead of innocent children at school. No one even reacts when that happens. Yeah, that's the craziest part, is that like people are just like slaughtering school children on a daily fucking basis. And then like the moment that like someone shoots at a fucking politician, everyone's like, all hell breaks loose. It's like, bro, like a dude died, by the way. Like a dude behind Donald Trump died. And it seemingly people haven't even like given enough of a shit to talk about that yet. Like they'll get to that eventually when they want to do like virtue signaling on the matter. Yeah, absolutely zero people give a fuck about the relentless violence that Palestinian babies are fucking subjected to. You're so biased. If this happened to Biden, you'd be on your knees sobbing. Yeah, definitely. Bro, definitely. Oh, I forgot to serve the 3-minute ad break after saying I would do it. I'm going to do it now. So let's hear what Brandon had to say. Brandon orders an independent review of security of the Trump rally, and then we'll move on. Why is he ordering this independent review at the Trump rally? You know why. Dark Brandon. He's pen testing. He's looking for flaws. No, I'm kidding. All right,
I spoke with Donald Trump. I'm sincerely grateful that he's doing well and recovering, and we had a short but good conversation. Jill and I are keeping him and his family in our prayers. We also send our deepest condolences to the family of the victim who was killed. He was a father. He was protecting his family from the bullets that were being fired, and he lost his life. God love him. We're also praying for the full recovery of those who were injured, and we're grateful to the Secret Service agents and other law enforcement agencies and individuals who risked their lives literally for our nation. As I said last night, there is no place in America for this kind of violence or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation, everything. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America. And we cannot allow this to happen. Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity. We'll debate and we'll disagree. That's not going to change.
Violence is only acceptable if it's Palestinian children being slaughtered with American weapons, Jack. Why? We don't do that around these parts. It's like, bro, have you seen the country that you're the president of? There is literally there are new fresh hells every goddamn weekend. 4th of July weekend, there was like 100 people that were shot and killed. Okay. Just yesterday, while this was happening in fucking Alabama, there was a nightclub shooting where like 8 people died, I think. I don't even know. And then right before that, there was another shooting in Birmingham, Alabama, possibly related, I'm not entirely certain, of a family that was shot in their car, the child in the back seat. We are an unimaginably violent country, okay? The notion that, like, this doesn't happen here is just silly. It's laughable. It's false, okay? Violence is our motherfucking national pastime. 4 died, 9 injured at a nightclub. Like, it's just, there's so much violence that occurs. There's so many mass shootings that occur. There's so much gun violence that happens on a daily fucking basis in this country that it it doesn't even it doesn't even actually like get people curious or angry anymore. It doesn't even like post Sandy Hook. It doesn't even pass the test of like, oh, we should maybe do something about this. You know? Look at Uvalde. Look, you know, it's just nothing. Nothing came of that. Some of the cops got fired, but that's it. Not even all of them. How is that Biden's fault? I didn't say it was Biden's fault. I just said it's laughable for an American president to be like, oh, this kind of stuff doesn't happen. We do an unimaginable amount of violence around the world. We do an unimaginable amount of violence all around the world, and we have an unimaginable amount of violence here in the United States of America domestically. Okay? It is a great lie that we tell ourselves and others that the United States of America is this prosperous nation, is the best nation on the fucking planet. And by many metrics, whether it be the GDP, whether it be how wealthy we are as a nation, is correct. We are a very prosperous nation for the select few. But ultimately, we are a third world country with a Gucci belt. Okay? That's it. It's just like there are certain parts of this country that have like, you know, Rwanda levels of violence occurring on a daily fucking basis. And it's and when you think about like why that kind of violence is happening in Rwanda, it's like mostly the consequences of being victims to colonial violence and the destabilization that comes from that. So we're like contributing to the internal violence that is happening in so many of the third world countries while also simultaneously having that level of violence here in the United States of America. Anyway, but that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. It's not coming home. It says people are saying that Spain actually scored a footy, a go. But let's continue.
But we're gonna not lose sight, in fact, who we are as Americans. Look, Vice President Harris and I were just briefed in the Situation Room by my Homeland Security team, including the Director of the FBI, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Attorney General, the Director of the Secret Service, my Homeland Security Advisor, the National Security Advisor, and we're going to continue to be briefed. The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information.
He said it. Homeless security. He has a jobs, Brandon's jobs program. He's putting homeless people to work, securing the president.
About the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security, and I've been consistent in my direction of the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well. And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length.
Bro's trying to clear his name right now. Awfully suspicious. Awfully suspicious, Mr. President. No. He's the, I mean, come on. This isn't the fucking clown show that you would expect from like a Republican administration. If this happened under Donald Trump, he would probably say some of the right things and then immediately double down with all of the wrong things. And this is not even like a hypothetical. Things like this have happened in the past. And Donald Trump's reaction has been, pretty fucking wild. When David DePappy went in and tried to like assassinate Nancy Pelosi, and then Nancy Pelosi wasn't home, so we ended up fucking hammering the head of Paul Pelosi. They literally were making jokes. Okay, they were cracking jokes. They were like, how's your husband doing? That type of shit. So like, Republicans are almost always violent in their rhetoric. Even the normie Republicans are. And Donald Trump certainly is not even a normie Republican. He is incredibly unhinged. But the expectation from liberals in a situation like this is always going to be that they're like the adults in the room, right?
From the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are. And so may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, when you spoke to President Trump yesterday, what did you tell him and what did he tell you, sir? Mr. President.
Bro, this dude cannot walk. He's got the T-Rex arms, dude. What is happening? What is going on, man? He is just fucking zombie walking out of there with his arms like locked in.
President, do you regret?
You just heard from President Biden speaking there at the White House after receiving a briefing from his top national security officials. You saw Vice President Harris, Attorney General Merrick Garland at his sides as he was talking about the briefing that they just had in the Situation Room. First, he talked about the conversation that he had with former President Donald Trump last night. He said he was genuinely glad for his safety and the fact that he did survive this assassination attempt. And the president also offered his condolences to the family of Corey Comparator. That is the man who was killed.
Like, honestly, I'm putting my fucking Democratic Party operative hat on for a moment and saying that if I'm a fucking Democratic Party operative, my communication on the matter is like gun violence of this sort is completely unacceptable, and that is why we must push for gun control legislation. Like, and that's what I did in my 4 years of running for president. I passed one of the most comprehensive bipartisan gun control bills, blah, blah, blah. And I want to do even more than that. That's what I would do. And then let the Republicans cry about how much of a fucking political opportunist you are. But who gives a shit? Ultimately, it is the truth. That is correct. That is what you should be doing. That is a big part of the reason. The motherfucking shooter literally went and got the gun legally. It's not like we are so far removed from the actual systemic contributions to this kind of unprecedented gun violence that we don't even talk about that anymore. And it's very frustrating to me. Like, don't fucking cry about Trump being a goddamn martyr over and over again and like normalize him when half of your narrative is that he is Hitler, he is Mango Mussolini, you know? It's just not good politics. And Republicans would not do that, okay? Republicans always do great politics, okay? They're fucking demons overall. Their policies are awful, but they do great politics. They never let a fucking crisis go to waste. Democrats, on the other hand, immediately have to be like the reasonable statesman in a country where most people's brains are just completely warped at this point. Okay?
Ending that Trump rally, he is a father of 2 daughters, and his wife talked about how he dove to protect them and shield them as the chaos was breaking out at that rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The president also made some news there as he said that he is taking several steps here in the light of what happened. He said, one, that they already talked about the increased protection that is afforded to Donald Trump, not just because he is the former president of the United States, but also given he is the presumptive Republican nominee. President Biden said that will stay in place. He also said that he has directed the Secret Service to review all of the security measures for what is happening where I'm sitting right now at the Republican convention, this site here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Already heightened security here, but the president says he's directed the Secret Service to review those measures and to make sure they are up to par. Lastly, and this may be the most important, is he is telling them and directing them to conduct an independent review of the security and the measures that were taken leading up to that rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, as there are major questions coming about how someone could have gotten this close to the former president of the United States, where he was able to fire shots in his direction. It's not clear who is going to be conducting that independent investigation, but those are the questions we have right now. I have MJ Lee at the White House. Mark Preston is here with me in Milwaukee. MJ, let me start with you and what President Biden was announcing. I mean, because that was news there, and saying that there is going to be an independent review that he is scheduling with the Secret Service of how those security measures were put in place for that rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Caitlin, you know, these remarks that we just heard from the Roosevelt Room from President Biden really struck me as the president wanting to send a message to the nation that he very much understands from his position here at the White House the seriousness and the gravity of the situation, and really the shock that the nation has gone through ever since the events unfolded yesterday. And I say that because these remarks were incredibly brief, even though we know that he was just coming out of a lengthy briefing by all law enforcement agencies in the Situation Room. He actually didn't present a lot of details, didn't go into details at all, really, other than...
We are not cooked. The Democrats are. Democrats are horrible at politics. It's embarrassing. No, they are. A registered Republican who donated $15 to Act Blue. What have you uncovered about this guy so far? We're going to talk about that. Hold on. We're going to talk about that. Trump was spiritual about shooting, says person who spoke to former president. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I joked about this. Oh my God. I'm going to stop memeing about shit. I'm going to stop memeing about shit, dude. It's fucking nuts. I'm just going to stop making jokes altogether. No more jokes, okay? No more fucking jokes. What is happening? Bro, why can't I meme about healthcare? Trump is going to pass healthcare. He's going to pass gun reform. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. Please. Meme more about free healthcare? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's holding back. That's what's holding us back, is that I'm just not joking about free healthcare enough. Yeah, I saw this. His former classmates spoke about the fucking gunman. We have some background info on the former gunman. We have police incompetence that we're going to get to. Let's finish these details and then we'll get to that.
He is committed to the federal agencies conducting a full and swift investigation. And he also at one point emphasized, and this I thought was really noteworthy, that there is nothing that they know right now, nothing he can share right now on the motives of the would-be assassin. And he said, quote, "Don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliation." That to me struck me as the president really wanting to temper everyone's rhetoric around the events of yesterday, and temper the speculation that, of course, has just been so rampant on social media and elsewhere. He understands the situation and the moment that we are in, and I think this was a president that wanted to just get out of the cameras one more time to say there is a full investigation that is ongoing, even if he couldn't share a lot of the details. And certainly this sounds like a situation where there are no big conclusions yet. He made clear that the investigation is unfolding and that he is going to basically stay on top of things. I think the fact that you pointed this out yourself, Caitlin, that he is talking about an independent investigation into the role of the U.S. Secret Service. That is so important because those are some of the biggest questions coming out of yesterday. Again, as we were.
I mean, dude, it's just the Secret Service dropped it. Okay. Big bag dropper, Secret Service. I am shocked. Maybe I have seen too many movies that actually caused me to also think that the police are like, or not the police, but like at least the Secret Service is more competent. This is unimaginable. Straight up. Like, there are not that many fucking buildings in the area, bro. It is out in a fucking field. Like, how are they supposed to do Secret Service stuff inside of cities? Which they do all the time, by the way. Like, presidents famously will do that walk, that, you know, the Bashar al-Assad walk, where they'll go out and like walk in DC after they win the election with like massive crowds and shit. How are they able to protect the president in a situation like that, but they couldn't protect the former president out in the middle of a fucking Pennsylvania field? Like, that doesn't make any sense. To be fair, DC is kind of home turf. No, it doesn't matter. You dumbass, you use the fucking AI picture in your tweet. Come on. What? Okay. Are you all right? Are you okay, chatter? The Catboy pig is AI? Okay, I didn't know, but a question I have is, do you feel like this is the most important thing that's happening in the world? Like, did you think... Chatter is talking about my blast off meme, by the way. This is what the chatter is talking about. I did not know that this was AI art. Okay. No, the chatter's not saying this is not real. He's just saying it's AI art. Why'd you use AI art? Well, I didn't commission it. I didn't know it was AI art either. Sometimes I do use AI art every now and then. It's just like a one-off. It's not that big of a deal in this circumstance. It's not like I'm commissioning something and instead choosing to fucking use AI art. Anyway, I'm glad that chatters are focusing on the important stuff. Okay. I don't think he gets the same details as sitting president though. Well, former presidents already get like big security details. And people who are running for president also get big security details. So there is no excuse here for Secret Service to not have that shit on lock. You know what I mean?
We're talking about before, how is it possible that there was such a massive security breach at an event featuring the former president?
MJ Lee, thank you for that summary of those remarks there from the president. Mark Preston is here with me. And Mark, in addition to the news that he made about the independent investigation that he wants conducted, and also the review of the security measures of where we're sitting right now, which, as you know, are very extensive, the president also just spoke to the current political climate and was talking about we must not lose sight of unity being the most important overall. What stood out to you?
Unity is an elusive goal, and he hit the nail on the head. The fact of the matter is, we are very much a divided nation at this point, and I only think that this has heightened it. I mean, we're going to see both political sides that are going to, dig in for their reasons.
Defending DC is way different, easier job than defending a farm and field. Okay, I'm sorry, but you guys are fucking insane. DC is just one example. Presidents go and do public speeches in areas where there are literally buildings, okay? A building, just one fucking singular building, implies that there are more places that a sniper could fucking shoot the president from than a barn. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. That is insane. He's out in an open field. There's only one other fucking... Dude, we looked at the aerial footage. There was literally only one other place there that was a rooftop with direct line of sight to the president. Do you know how much more difficult it is to secure an entire area with buildings? A building with 100 windows means 100 opportunities for a sniper to hide themselves. Okay? I'm shocked that they didn't have every tree covered. Like, I am not exactly the most tactical minded person, right? But the fact that this is like The fact that they didn't have people on top of this right here is shocking, okay? Like actual snipers on this rooftop, like actual counter snipers on this rooftop. And the fact that they only had it here is crazy. It is in like a broad, out in the open field. I don't think you have to be the most like, I'm not one of those guys who's like, yeah, dude, if it was me, I would have run a perimeter check every fucking 15 minutes. Like, you know, when I was touring in Vietnam and then also in Korea and also in the Korengal Valley, you know, I learned a lot about my experience. I'm not like one of those like fucking tactical gung-ho guys. I'm just simply saying it's wild that I, as an average person who is not all that smart, can look at the situation and go, how the fuck is there not someone on this roof that is like Secret Service or law enforcement? Like the closest building, dude? What? The roof is inaccessible. He got up there with a ladder, though. Oh, the roof is inaccessible. Oh, okay. Good enough then, I guess. What are you talking about? Secret Service has been defunded. Yeah, it was so inaccessible that some fucking pasty dipshit was able to access it. That's how inaccessible it was, that he was able to very easily access it. Like, what do you mean, man? Yeah, guys. Who would have thought that the shooter would have access to the most dangerous weapon of all? A fucking ladder. Who could have accounted for this? Also, we're going to talk about the fact that the cops were warned, as we saw yesterday, multiple times. And apparently it's even worse than we previously thought, because there's now new information. But let's finish this video first.
And there's going to be a little bit of a clash. You know, the concern I have, Caitlin, about security specifically is not necessarily what happens in here. I mean, I think everything in here is going to be fine. There is so much protection here. I wonder what's going to happen out in the city. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of MAGA protester supporters who come to the city just to be here, just to be part of this this historic occasion. At the same time, we know there's going to be a lot of anti-Trump protesters are going to be here in the city. And just seeing those two clash, I think, could be very ugly.
Yeah, which also speaks to the importance of hearing from people like President Biden and former President Trump, which we have heard from both of them. Trump last night in his statement talking about taking down the temperature and what this looks like going forward. And, you know, President Biden said, we'll debate, we'll disagree, he said that's not going to change. He said, but we're not going to lose sight of the fact of who we are as Americans. I mean, important, right? You know, the whole idea is, and obviously today has got to be a day spent on focusing on what happened yesterday to try to understand it as we make the turn into Monday. But for the Republican Party, for the nation, let's let them have their convention. Let's let Joe Biden be.
They're going to eat this guy alive, by the way. This is a Republican representing California 54th District. I don't know about the rest of my colleagues, but I'm starting to think those AR-15 lapel pins might not have been such a great idea. Yeah, I mean, he's right. But, you know, he's from California. You know what I mean? How much you want to bet the local PD department was supposed to cover that spot and messed up? Likely, but also that's still up to the Secret Service to make sure. That's still up to the Secret Service to make sure that there's no fucking holes in their entire. This is a fake account. What's a fake account? This is? Oh, it is a fake account. Or is it? What the fuck is this? Oh, it is. Yeah. It's okay. Well, I got fake account. It's parody. Co-sponsor Poe Law. Why does it lie? Elon Musk, thank you so much. Elon Musk, thank you so much for making sure that everyone can get a verification. That's very cool. Why would you leave a chance for critical spot to be under the responsibility of a rural bumfuck police department? Yeah, ultimately, getting back to the point at hand. That's how shitty Twitter is. I know. That's besides the point. Let's get back to the real issue. The fact that Secret Service would leave it up to some fucking country bumpkins to cover this perimeter is also insane. Okay? Is still insane. I'm glad that the Republicans are I'm glad that the Republicans are focusing on the most important thing though, which is that there were women on the Secret Service detail. They're focusing on the important stuff, the stuff that really matters. How many women and minorities were a part of the Secret Service?
Be the Democrat, and the Democrats go out and fight against whatever Trump is trying to push. That's what we are as Americans. We can't allow one person on a roof who's 20 years old to entirely disrupt, our political process. And I just hope that we're able to take this and to really strengthen who we are as people and to move forward.
Our coverage of.
So let's get to what everybody wants to talk about, which is what the fuck was going on? Who is this goddamn shooter? What is his background? What the hell happened here? All this good stuff. Let's get to it. Okay. So, and then we'll talk about the police incompetence of it all. Republicans are crying about the incitement of violence from the Democrats. England scored again, by the way. Want to point that out for those who are keeping track. It's now 1-1.
The blokes seem cuss whatever they try, and I think I know why they're just jinxed in July, but it's December.
That's the Christmas version. Okay. Anyway, come on, England, score some fucking goals. Okay. It's 1-1 now. Since when do you start to care about cringe ass sports? I mean, I'm just having fun. Okay. So let's get to the actual shooter and the details on the shooter and what the media got wrong immediately, and then we'll talk about the police incompetence.
The assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The alleged shooter opening fire from a rooftop during the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, sending the crowd into chaos, with Trump saying he was shot in the ear. Secret Service rushing to shield him from the bullets. Rachel Scott was right there when the shots rang out. Good morning again, Rachel.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you again. We were inside of that rally. The former president had actually just took the stage, and within minutes of his speech, we started hearing these loud popping noises, which ultimately turned out to be gunfire. Cameras capturing the former president grabbing his ear, ducking behind the podium. Secret Service members quickly rushing onto that stage to shield him. The crowd was just feet away, left screaming and running for cover. In images, you can see the blood running across Trump's face. The former president surrounded by Secret Service, pumping his fists in the air as he exited that riser. He was then rushed to a local medical center, and he later revealed he was shot in the upper part of his right ear. One attendee was killed, 2 others critically injured.
Dude, is like a chunk of it missing? Dude, that's like, I'm sorry. I'm not a believer in fucking fate or kismet or any number of these different things, but that's crazy that like it was inches off and it literally was just like a piece of his ear chopped off. Okay? That's crazy, man. That looks cool. How the fuck does that happen? He just looks cool now. He survived an assassination attempt.
Law enforcement sources telling ABC News as many as 8 rounds were fired from an AR-style rifle while perched on an adjacent roof.
This motherfucker is going to live to 175, okay? Living exclusively on Diet Cokes and Big Macs. And he is just seemingly not stopping anytime soon. Oh my God.
Rooftop outside the perimeter of the event. The suspect opening fire less than 200 yards away from where the former president was standing. The Secret Service saying they neutralized the suspected gunman, who the FBI later identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. Now, President Biden was briefed on the situation. We are told that the president did speak with Donald Trump, and then the president later addressed the nation, calling for this type of violence to come to an end, saying we simply cannot condone this, George.
What an environment it is. Okay, Rachel, thanks very much.
We've just been watching a CBS News special report, and we heard President Biden addressing the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The commander-in-chief said he and the vice president have been briefed on the situation. Biden said he spoke with former President Donald Trump and that he is sincerely grateful that he is doing well and recovering. And he also sent his deepest condolences to the family of the man who died, Corey Compatore, as well as praying for the 2 victims who remain in critical condition at the hospital there in Pennsylvania. The president announced that he would address the nation later tonight from the Oval Office on the subject of unity. He said it is the most elusive goal, and while we continue to debate, quote, we're not going to lose sight of who we are as Americans. CBS News correspondent Charlie DeMar is in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, outside of the suspect's home in that neighborhood. Charlie, we're now at this moment learning that the suspect was rejected from the high school rifle team. And one of the people who knew.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Now that people are, did he actually not have optics? Like that was an iron sight shot? No, you can't say I can see why. Dude, y'all are crazy. First of all, high school rifle team, that's weird. That's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. But also, that shot is not necessarily an easy shot to take. That shot is a very difficult shot to take. He was close as hell. Hitting that target with iron sights from that distance is almost impossible. Like, you know, it failed ultimately, but still, no, it's not. For someone who's like a random dude who failed his high school shooting, dude, if it's iron sights, that's legitimately a difficult legitimately a difficult shot. You guys are crazy. 200, 150 yards is not that hard on iron sights. I think it is. If it's optics, that's one thing. He didn't actually tweak his scopes to make sure that it's like aligned. That could be one of the issues. But if it's iron sights, I feel like that's a very difficult fucking shot to make for the average person, not like a trained shooter. Especially when there's like literally people that at any moment could have their sights trained on you. There's literally fucking, like, you're not sitting in a gun range. You're not sitting in a gun range, cool, calm, and collected. You're trying to assassinate the president with Secret Service detail that you suspect probably has seen you. Take, who cares? Stop being a gun pervert. Yeah, I think people are like, oh, why didn't he unlock VATS or some shit? To get that close? I mean, it's crazy. I can almost guarantee that most of the chatters disagreeing have never shot a gun and only point of reference is video games. Yeah, as someone who shoots guns regularly, I would say that, it's a difficult shot. I've been asked how hard to make a shot marksman had. 125 is short range for an AR. Close to 100% of U.S. Marines could make that shot at range. Most hobby shooters could, but having climbed up a building with seconds before cops spotted him, heart pounding, not easy. Combat experience, not the only thing that could really prepare you for this. Having to make shots accurately while under fire. There's simply no other way to prepare for a similar scenario beyond basic competency. Even a combat vet marksman would have decent odds at failure. Yeah, like, he's not taking that shot down range in a controlled environment. He's taking that shot with like so much uncertainty, specifically like people that you don't know might have their guns trained on you. You know what I mean? You're a human being. Every human being has that fear of death. It wasn't a bad shot, no question. The people were screaming in his ear below. Yeah. Like taking that shot knowing you're about to die. Yeah. I don't think that's an easy shot to take. People are yelling around you. A cop apparently, according to the Associated Press's reporting on the matter, apparently walked up the ladder, like climbed up the ladder and then walked down moments before he actually shot the president. Okay. We'll talk about that aspect as well, which is crazy.
Knew him as a child who was a former member of the varsity rifle team, said, quote, he was a nice kid who never talked poorly of anyone, and I have never thought him capable of anything I've seen him do in the last few days.
Bro, that's how you know this motherfucker was white, by the way. White as hell, okay? I'm sorry. This dude shot at the president, the former president, okay? That is how you know he was white. Like, I'm talking not even like a little Italian white, okay? That's how you know. Bro, if this dude was even like a little bit Latino, if he had like one fucking family member from Spain or some shit, they would be like, undocumented migrants, man. You know how they are. Rapist immigrants escaping the asylum. You know what I mean? He was white, bro. They're calling him a kid. They're saying he was a nice kid. Whoo! He was so goddamn white, dude. Holy shit. Holy moly. Yeah, military aged is what they say when they see a dude crossing the fucking border. Military aged men are coming across the border to do crimes, immigrant crimes, Biden migrant crimes. Dude shoots at the president and they're like, his background seems like he was such a nice white kid. Okay. Shocking.
What more can you tell us about how people there are reacting to who the shooter turned out to be?
We are getting mixed reactions on who this shooter was. On one hand, the account that you just shared is one. Another one that another classmate that I spoke to said he wasn't the closest of friends with him, but described Thomas Crooks as a loner, that he would sit alone at lunch. They didn't have many friends, and said that he was frequently bullied. That was made abundantly clear. But everyone who we have talked to said that they did not think that he was ever capable of carrying out what happened yesterday.
Okay, why is nobody talking about how Chinese he was, bro? What is happening? Like, he was a victim of bullying. He was sad. Listen, Your Honor, my client was a little sad. He was a little guy and sad.
All right, Charlie DeMar for us there outside of the suspect's home. Thank you.
Meanwhile, President Biden says
the Biden strategy going forward is fucking insane. Let's talk about it though. So background wise, we know the name. Background wise, we know the name of the kid. Okay, the 20-year-old. We know his name now. It's been revealed. Okay. Originally, there was a whole bunch of different names out there. People were just like making shit up. The New York Post very quickly said it was a Chinese man. I will never forgive nor forget how funny that is, because it's like kind of unique. At least they didn't go with the shooter was trans narrative. You know what I mean? Which is what they normally do. My favorite account on this platform, Visegrad, the shooter who attempted to kill Donald Trump was a Chinese man, according to the New York Post. You know, it's awesome. This is the best and brightest Poland has to offer in terms of news media. So respect. I'm shocked that there wasn't more like, oh, he's an undocumented migrant. He was an undocumented migrant narratives. There were some chatters in here that were like, what if he's ISIS? That was pretty funny. Okay. And then, of course, all of the fucking losers that are like, oh my God, it was Sam Hyde. Like, dude, you're such a fucking painful loser. You are exactly the same kind of loser that this fucking shooter was. You know, loner in school type guy who's like making Sam Hyde memes. Like, come on, dude. Please. Like, let it die. Let the meme die, please. You are the most 40-year-old balding in your mother's basement ass fucking 4chan loser on the planet. Anyway, it's been a decade, brother. You know, Spain shot another goal. It's 2-1 now. Updates on that. Anyway, yeah, the crust is built on those fucking losers for so many years. All right, so Fox News went with it was a Palestinian man narrative. Sam won't die because you keep crying about it. Yeah, no, I'm the one who's responsible for this. You're right. And not like the most extremely online fucking losers. Thank you for that insightful analysis. I'm keeping that alive. You're right. Goal is being scored. Goal is being called back. What do you mean? Anyway, so let's it was offside. Okay, whatever. Let's get back to the issue at hand. Does anyone have a good article on the shooter? Details on the shooter?
Security plan for more than a year and have been in constant coordination with our partners and the Republican National Committee. During our extensive planning efforts, we have accounted for various security
Secret Service is live talking,
and we are confident in the plan we have implemented for the Republican National Convention this week. That security plan will remain in place. While we cannot discuss the specifics, means, and methods used for our protective operations, our protective methodology for NSSEs is based on a layered approach that includes support from federal, state, and local law enforcement and public safety partners. We will continue to assess the security environment and adapt our security measures as appropriate. The Secret Service is working diligently with the Milwaukee Police Department, as well as all of our federal, state, and local partners to ensure a safe and secure convention for attendees, volunteers, and the city of Milwaukee. I'll now introduce the mayor of the city of Milwaukee, Mayor Cavalier Johnson.
Thank you. Several months ago, folks in this room.
Bro, the Secret Service is so defunded, they can't even get good mics, dude. The mic is not even being picked up.
Republicans and Democrats, one goal in mind, to make sure we have a safe convention for everybody. These national special security events, especially as they relate to the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention, have been stuck at $50 million since 2004. Obviously, things cost a little more than what they did in 2004. So via
Oh my
with
God.
members of both
What
sides
is
of the
happening with the
aisle, we
audio?
were able to get a $25 million increase to our security grant. I say all that to say that we take this matter very, very seriously. We take public safety very, very seriously. And I've been so pleased.
Dude, that's okay. Is this a fucking joke? Are you kidding me?
This is an NSSE, a National Special Security Event. It is the highest designation that you can get for a security.
Bro, it's in 1P. Dude, they're filming in 1P. Oh my God.
We have that designation and we'll continue to work to make sure that public safety is tantamount here in this community. With that in mind, I'll take the opportunity to pass it over to the Chief of the Milwaukee Police Department, Chief Jeffrey Norman.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson.
They're talking about the RNC specifically, not the shooter, but hold on, I gotta pee. I'll be back in a second.
18 months these plans have been put into place in regards to what we're going to have for this event. This is a collaboration between federal, state, local, but beyond just from a law enforcement community, this is a collaboration between our elected leaders from both local, state, and also national. But also we have engaged community. We have workings with our community members in regards to ensuring the safety of this event. While we cannot talk about the operational plans, I can say from the CEO of the Milwaukee Police Department, this local police department here, I'm very comfortable in regards to the plans that we have made together. Not in silos, not where we're just kind of going over peruse, actual planning together. As you can see in regards to my fire side, also from the county side in regards to the type of collaboration. The collaboration is real. As the mayor said, this is a national special security event. Can't get any higher than that in regards to that particular type of designation. And so I just want to reassure not only our community, the greater community, those involved at the convention, but also in our city. We got this. We got this. Thank you.
All right, with that, we're going to move into a brief Q&A. Please just place a hand up. We'll call on you. Please wait your turn. One question, one follow-up, naming your name and outlet beforehand. And we'll get through as many as we can before we have to head out here, okay? So we're going to start right here, down the left, black t-shirt.
Shimon Lopez from CNN Secret Service. I don't understand why it is that you had one of the most significant events in the Secret Service's history occurred yesterday, and no one from the Secret Service has publicly decided to take questions about what happened. And the FBI today openly giving us an on-the-record briefing about their investigation, but yet we still have not heard from anyone from the Secret Service about what happened, about what the agency knew, about the lead up into the event concerning security. And I just don't understand how anyone would think that that's okay.
So my role in the Secret Service is the RNC coordinator, so that is my purview. Any questions regarding yesterday's event can be directed to our Public Affairs Office out of D.C.
Right, I understand that this is the first time. And if so, how is it a small percent change? Is it looking at over everything once again? And then the follow-up question would be, just in terms of resources, I know you mentioned 18 months going into this. Do you feel like you had all the resources you needed to get to this point today, or do you feel like more close?
So as Mayor Johnson and Chief mentioned, this is a national special security event. That designation is the highest level of security designation that the federal government can determine. So we are confident in the security plans that are in place for this event, and we're ready to go. It's been an 18-month process. We've worked together over that 18 months to develop operational security plans for any and all aspects of security related to this event. We're not anticipating any changes to our operational security plans for this event.
Right here in the front in the orange dress.
Spain won. Bummer. It's not coming home.
I have not had any conversations regarding that, so I can't speak to that. I have not had any conversations regarding that, so I can't speak to that.
Right up here in the front, tie.
Anticipating or currently changes to our current security footprint or plan. Anything in the soft perimeter is outside of our federal jurisdiction. So this event has been designated as a national special security event, which is the highest level of security for an event that can be designated by the government. So this is a whole of government approach. We've had an extensive...
One of the judges said they're called Secret Service because they keep their mouth shut. Yeah, they're keeping their secrets, okay?
Security plans for any and all aspects of security related to this event. Yes, we are fully prepared and have a comprehensive security plan in place, and we're ready to go. So we're confident in the current plan that we have. It is based off of technical assessments, protective intelligence, and we are continuously monitoring information related to the event. So
Dude, they should just let everybody have guns at the RNC. I don't understand. I thought more guns equals more freedom equals more protection. Like, what's up with that? Am I wrong? Like, why won't they just let everybody have a gun? Like all the good guys? Because like Republicans, automatic good guy, right? Like if someone is a Republican, that means they're automatically a good guy. And most likely they would be the good guy with the gun in that scenario. So I think like the greatest way to ensure that the RNC is completely protected is letting everybody inside, not outside, because I don't want to do that to Milwaukee. Like I feel bad, you know? I think that they should just let registered Republican good guys with guns, registered Republican good guys with guns that they purchased legally, or maybe their father purchased a gun legally, and that they're registered Republican good guys with guns, let them into the RNC. Give them a ladder. I don't understand. It seems like that would be, I'm just throwing out details randomly about a situation, you know, that where the Republicans would be so much more protected if a registered Republican, perhaps, who has access to his father's gun that he purchased completely legally, would go and take that gun to the RNC, because that would mean that the situation is under control, that the situation is so much more free and so much more protected. It almost feels like there is this hypocrisy within the Republican narrative that like more guns equals more freedom. Only in schools, I guess, does more guns equal more freedom. Only in like, you know, malls, college campuses, like places where a lot of people go to. When there's a fucking president, when there's a president around, when there's an RNC happening, when there's a NRA convention happening, no guns, which always strikes me as odd. Don't you think? Don't you think that's so strange? Anyway, let's get to the shooter. Who is Thomas Matthew Crooks, the suspected Trump rally shooter? This is from Reuters. Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Federal law enforcement authorities scrutinized the background of Thomas Matthew Crooks on Sunday in a search for what drove the 20-year-old gunman to open fire on former U.S. President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Western Pennsylvania. Okay. Crooks, identified by the FBI as the suspected gunman in the assassination attempt, was shot and killed by Secret Service seconds after he allegedly fired shots at the stage where Trump was speaking on Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm not giving up on this. I still suspect him to be a Chinese man. Okay. In my mind and in my heart, this is still a Chinese man. Okay. You will not. I am confident that we will figure this out eventually. One rally attendee, a 50-year-old man identified as Corey Comparatore, died, and 2 other spectators were critically injured. Trump was shot in the right ear. Now, that part is also questioned. We don't know if it was actually a piece of glass shard from the teleprompter that hit him in the ear, or if he actually did get shot in the ear. We don't know that either. But, you know, it seems like Trump himself said he got shot in the ear, so we're going with that. Okay. But let's keep going. A resident of Bethel Park, about an hour away from where the shooting occurred, Crooks was a registered Republican who would have been eligible to cast his first presidential vote in November 5th election, in which Trump is challenging President Joe Biden. Now, all I'm going to say is this. It seems like he won't be able to cast that vote. This would be the funniest story on the planet if he was like a Nikki Haley voter. I said this earlier in my Discord, but I'm like, I will write Nikki Haley's name if it comes out that he was a scorned Nikki Haley stan. Okay? Public records show his father is a registered Republican and the mother is a registered Democrat. Federal Election Commission filings show Crooks appears to have made a small $15 donation several years ago to a political action committee called Act Blue that raises money for left-leaning and Democratic politicians. Act Blue is the processor. So Act Blue doesn't mean anything. Act Blue simply means it is a processor for Democratic Party donations. The real interesting part about this is that the donation was earmarked for the Progressive Turnout Project, a national group that rallies Democrats to vote. Now, since this article came out, there was new information. I think that this wasn't him. And the Progressive Turnout Project itself is like one of those scam organizations regardless. It could have Coming from you, lol. What do you mean? He went from donating $15. He went from donating $15 as reported in the media to like becoming a registered Republican afterwards. People are claiming that this is a different Thomas Crooks from Pennsylvania. The 20-year-old shooter is Thomas M. Crooks, Republican from Bethel Park, and Thomas Crooks from Pittsburgh is a 69-year-old Democrat that donated to Act Blue in 2021. The shooter never donated to Act Blue. He's MAGA. I don't know if that's the case. Okay? I don't know if this is the actual, I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm pretty sure it's still, I think that they would have changed this article if that was not the person. It's reported that Trump's attempted assassination, Thomas Matthew Crooks, made a $15 donation to Progressive Turnout PAC on January 20th, 2021. I reported on this PAC and his mothership before. It's one of those scammy firms that blast people's inboxes relentlessly. Shit like, we need to know if voters support this. This data will provide to be crucial. Donald Trump conducted countless crimes while in office, but Republicans are calling for Biden to pardon him. Should President Joe Biden pardon Donald Trump? So, it could still be him that donated. Liberal dork, this guy says. You fucking got me. I am not a liberal, by the way. TMZ found his manifesto. What? Not TMZ, but his manifesto, according... The FBI apparently found his manifesto, not TMZ, but there's no information on that yet. This is false. Thomas Crooks made the donation with the same address that is listed in his voter's registration. It is confirmed. Pittsburgh addresses are weird. Many addresses here don't actually list the municipality you live in, but the zip codes match up. So there's a little bit of back and forth on this, but I rely on mainstream reporting on this, even though mainstream reporting can get it wrong too. But it does seem like it was him who made the donation, which doesn't really matter because it doesn't really matter whether he made the donation or not, because the reality is, like, I have donations made to Kirsten's, not to Kirsten Cinema, who was it? Like, I have $1 donations made to fucking, what's her face? Gillibrand, Kirsten Gillibrand. I'm not exactly a Kirsten Gillibrand head, as you guys know. So I don't even remember if I made that donation or if someone else made a fake donation under my name. I can't remember. I could have made it as a meme. But ultimately, you know, people lose bets and make donations and shit like that. This is not copium. This explains why someone would themselves make a donation like that. Because he made the donation on January 21st, 2021. So it's like a weird time to donate to a progressive PAC. As a conservative teen who had started leaning more left because of girlfriends I had, he might have been trying to impress some girl. I mean, there's a million different reasons as to why that donation could have happened. But like, the dude literally is a registered Republican. You know what I mean? He could have made that donation, radicalized, became increasingly more radicalized over time. There's a million different reasons why that could have been the case. Okay. But ultimately, as far as we know about him, as far as what we know about him, he was a registered Republican. So Crooks's parents could not immediately be reached for comment by Reuters. His father, Matthew Crooks, his father's name is also Matthew Crooks, 53, told CNN that he was trying to figure out what happened and would wait until he talked to law enforcement before speaking out about his son. Secret Service agents fatally shot the suspect, the agency said, after he opened fire from the roof of a building about 150 yards, 140 meters, from the stage where Trump was addressing his supporters. An AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle was used in the shooting, was recovered near his body. The firearm was legally purchased by the suspect's father, ABC and the Wall Street Journal reported, citing sources. Bomb-making materials were found in the suspect's car. U.S. media outlets reported, citing sources. Super smart. Let's get to his background. That's how, like I said, that's how you know he's white. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers are out here being like, he was super smart, quiet kid, very nice. It's like, bro, he tried to assassinate the former president. Okay? You know, that's how you know this motherfucker was white. He also donated to you. To be fair, he might have been a hater who wanted to avoid the top of the hour ad break. You know what I mean? He might have been trying to avoid the 3-minute ads so he could be a better hater. He might have gotten gifted a sub by someone. Okay, that's a joke, by the way. This shooter, as far as we know, has no connection to me. But, you know, that was a joke. I'm just trying to fucking debate you at the top of the hour. He was not a Hasanabi head. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, dude. I forget that there are so many normies in here right now and they don't know the fucking terrible Joker clip now. Yeah, I know. Anyway, at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or free with a Twitch Prime. You can also get gifted a sub. You have literal newspapers and normies watching you. Tread carefully, man. I know. JW Shields, thank you for the 10 community gift the subs. Allowing 10 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. Okay. In the family's hometown, one of Thomas Crooks' former classmates at Bethel Park High School said the suspect did not show any particular interest in politics. Rather, his interest centered on building computers and playing games. A 20-year-old classmate who asked not to be identified said in an interview, Crooks often kept to himself, the classmate said, and politics never came up. JW Shields, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Their conversations revolved around the school. The classmate said, he was super smart. That's what really kind of threw me off. This was like a really, really smart kid. Like he excelled. The classmate said, nothing crazy ever came up in any conversation. The classmate added that he had not seen or heard from Crooks since the suspect graduated in 2022. While in school, Crooks received a $500 Star Award from the National Math and Science Initiative. Oh my God, he was a stem cell. According to the Pittsburgh Tribune Review newspaper, Bethel Park School District is cooperating with the law enforcement investigation, local media reported. As law enforcement dug into his background, the streets around Crooks' home were blocked off by heavy police presence on Sunday. Residents who live nearby described feeling shocked and unsettled that an assassination attempt has been linked to a person from the sedate city of 33,000 people. Bethel Park is a pretty blue-collar type of area, and to think that somebody was that close is a little insane, said Wes Morgan, a 42-year-old who works at an investment management company and bikes with his children around the same streets as Crooks' residence. A couple standing on the porch of their nearby brick ranch-style home was left processing the events and spotlight on the neighborhood. There has never been a gun issue. There's never been a police being called, Mary Prisilak, 67, said, alongside her husband. White. You kind of have to wonder, what didn't he get in life? What led to this extreme? Bruce Pindle, owner of Allegheny Arms and Guns Work in Bethel Park, said that after learning about the shooting, he checked his records. We did not sell any firearms to the shooter. We did not sell any firearms that was used in the shooting of the family. Shooting to the family. When asked whether he had sold any firearms to Crooks' family members, he declined to provide a direct answer. That's between me and God. Wait, what? What is going on in America? That's between me and God? Bro, you might as well have said you gave them the weapon. You've sold them arms. Okay? That's a what the fuck? That's like when that Republican congressperson was asked about it, or that Republican fan was asked about slavery and whether he thought it was bad. And he was like, I will not be answering this question. It's like, bro, at that point, you're like, you might as well said you love slavery. You know what I mean? Everyone got that message. You kind of answered the question there, didn't you? You have to understand, in Western Pennsylvania, we have a rich tradition of hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff, Pendle said. When asked about the number of gun shops in the region, within 10 miles, there are a ton of gun clubs. While Reuters could not immediately identify social media accounts or other online postings by Crooks, Discord said on Sunday that he had an account on the instant messaging platform. We have identified an account that appears to have been linked to the suspect. It was rarely utilized, and we have found no evidence that it was used to plan this incident or discuss his political views, Discord said in a statement. We got people on it combing through his account as well. But I don't know if there's anything that comes out from that. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, did not immediately respond to the question of whether he had accounts and whether the platforms had even removed any accounts related to the suspect. So that's what we know. There's some additional stuff, but it seems like he was the kid when he was a kid. He was the person who made the person that made the donation. Alex, our Western PA correspondent, is saying, everyone's saying, what kind of high school has a rifle club? See, this is why we need more Western PA representation in media. Seems like there's a lot of fucking high school gun clubs in Western Pennsylvania. Eric Toller also responding. If you search the filing on FEC.gov, the address for this Thomas Crooks is the Bethel Park's address, zip code he lived in. For some reason, it's incorrectly listed as Pittsburgh in the filing. His address doesn't exist in Pittsburgh. So yeah, no, he's the one who made the fucking dono. But he's also still the one who was a registered Republican, it seems, which is pretty fucking crazy. This actually makes the situation a little bit weirder. Also, on top of everything else, the fact that he was not only just a registered Republican, but also wearing the merch of a gun tuber in the process of doing the shooting makes it, again, all the more weird. Oh my God, every chatter in the USA confirming they have a gun club nearby. No shit. I didn't know this. I didn't go to high school here, to be fair. This is from 20 minutes ago. I mean, there isn't like much additional stuff. They just, this was Jason Kohler, who said he attended the same high school but did not share any class with Crooks, said Crooks was bullied at school and sat alone at lunchtime. Other students mocked him for the way he dressed, such as hunting outfits, Kohler said. He was bullied almost every day, Kohler told reporters. He was just an outcast. And you know how kids are nowadays. Bro, you're a kid. You're the same age as him. What the fuck do you mean? You know how kids are nowadays. Anyway, Crooks worked at a nursing home as a dietary aide, a job that generally involves food preparation. Marcy Grimm, the administrator of Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation, said in a statement that she was shocked and saddened to learn of his involvement. Grimm added that Crooks had a clean background check when he was hired. Crooks' political leanings were not immediately clear. Records show Crooks was registered as a Republican voter in Pennsylvania, but federal campaign finance reports also show he gave $15 to Progressive Political Action Committee on January 20th, 2021, the day President Biden was sworn into office. Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldinger told AP on Sunday that Crooks had been previously unknown to investigators in his county and had not been on their radar. Like, it could be a fucking bet that you lost or some shit, or he could have been a fucking progressive or something, and then turned around and became a registered Republican in the course of like 8 months. People radicalize over the course of 8 months in much more significant ways. So, you know, ultimately his last political affiliations is still a registered Republican. It's a much more significant, that's a much more significant thing than like donating during inauguration. Yeah. Being 17 at the time. So, here is a video of Kohler talking about Crooks being bullied.
Wait, can you explain? Like, he was bullied almost every day. In what way? Can you explain? I mean, he would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know.
Bro, in Western PA, do they bully kids for wearing camo? Like, hunting camo? Because, like, that's kind of weird. I didn't even know. Like, I that's like kind of odd. I suspect that everyone, like, if you ask me, I would have expected everyone to be wearing that shit in Western PA.
You know how kids are nowadays, so they're gonna see someone like that and they're gonna target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know. Yeah. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like, he was bullied so much. So much.
Someone just said, this dude definitely bullied him. Chill, dude.
This was high school. Yeah.
What did they, do you remember at all what they said to him or called him?
No. He was just made fun of, I guess, for the way he dressed or his appearance.
How did he dress?
Like they were just saying jeans. He'd wear hunting outfits sometimes. He would always wear a mask, even after COVID. He wore a mask, like a COVID.
Oh, liberal. That's how you know.
Mask, like even after COVID was over and all that. Yeah, like a.
It's got to be real, Tree. You come with that mossy oak shit, they'll get you. Bullying quiet loners was always so weird to me. Bullying loud bullies who have it coming was way more fun. So, good for hiding acne. I mean, that could be the reason. He had like some stuff on his lips. Could be to fucking hide that. Who knows? Ultimately though, he could have also potentially been like registered as a Republican to maybe vote in the primaries, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like some crazy shit like that. Like he voted in the midterms. Like he didn't vote in this year's primaries. People do that in Oklahoma since Dems don't have a chance here. His Insta has some interesting info on the profile. His Instagram is not confirmed. So I don't know what you dug up and what you found. Bro, he's 20. I don't think he would know that. I mean, bro, he's 20 and he fucking shot the president. So who knows? You know, this is not like a normal guy. What do you mean? Like, all I'm saying is, like, I'm not ruling out anything. I'm not ruling out him being like right wing. I'm not ruling out him being like the most extreme liberal you've ever met in your life that is like a diehard fucking a diehard liberal, so much so that he like registered as a Republican to vote in the closed primaries. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely nothing we are learning about the shooter or his family is surprising or weird. Alleged Trump shooter's father is a registered libertarian. I mean, that makes sense. Like, that's normal. This is probably just an elaborate suicide by cop. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, we have nothing to work with on that front, but I don't think that is like the way you would do that. There's so many easier ways of doing suicide by cop, dude. Are you kidding me? Most of the time, these guys will just go and shoot up a fucking school. Something more unique about this is his age. He falls right into the perfect age to not really have much of an internet footprint because he didn't post a lot, didn't have a Facebook, barely used what he did have, and was a loner. Yeah. Liberal families don't have guns in the house. That's not true. We're talking about fucking small Western Pennsylvania town. Liberal families will absolutely have guns in the house. American gun culture far transcends political leanings, political ideologies. So, yeah, they hunt a lot. So that's not shocking. It is shocking that he doesn't have like a massive digital footprint that people have been able to find, including MHUD and like, you know, journalists that are obviously making the rounds right now, scouring the internet. Like, the only thing that we were able to find on this guy is his Discord. He has a Discord. Like, I'm looking at it right now, and you know, I have the ID number, I have the username, and that's it. And even his Discord is not like a very he was a member since August 30th on Discord. He had a Discord account, at least the one that we know he had, since August 30th, 2023. And that's it. And even his Discord is like pretty, even his Discord is like, was he in your Discord? No, dude. It makes sense. Honestly, my sibling is the same age as him. Don't post a lot if they're not trying to be content creators or have locked accounts where they just let friends follow and barely use. Yeah. There's also obviously like right-wing nutters losing their minds a little bit over this. So in very expected ways. How do you know it's his? Because I got it from a journalist I trust. So that's why. Like, because I got it from a New York Times journalist, chatter. Like, what do you mean? It's not like I got it randomly from a fucking subreddit or some shit. No, I sent it to MHUD. But the reason why I trust the information is because of who I got it from. Anyway, so you didn't finish what kind of Discord profile he had? He has just like a regular gray name Discord profile, as in he has like pretty, he's just, his name is just Thomas, no avatar, nothing, like no profile picture, nothing. So I think that like makes it weird. We don't know what servers he's in unless Discord voluntarily gives that information up to journalists, which I doubt that they'll do. They'll probably give that journalist to law enforcement, but I don't think that he will. I don't think they'll give that information up to what do you call it? Where the fuck is my? I can't see from this if he has nitro or not. Discord stated that he never mentioned politics. I guarantee you this guy's a burner. Andy, I went to school with this type, 17 alt accounts and emails meticulously scrubbed so no one finds out that one person is running him. I mean, that could be the case, but it's just like, even that is still traceable. I read, I don't know the veracity of this, but FBI says it found, the Spectator Index says, FBI says it, oh, it is not found a manifesto. I thought the FBI had found a manifesto. My bad, I misread that. The FBI has not found a manifesto. But it does seem like his actual Instagram was ruined. I'm from Pittsburgh and have friends in Bethel Park who were followed by him on Instagram, which has been taken down yesterday night after a statement allegedly from his mom was made on his story. Wait, really? So in terms of like the Republicans not being all right, liberals not being all right either. Yeah, it said he was just a kid who played games and liked to build computers, won a small science and math competition too. Also read somewhere that he's registered as a Republican. Yeah, I saw that as well. Anyway, this guy goes, the rabbit hole goes deeper. The shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was featured in a 2023 BlackRock ad. The BlackRock ad was filmed at Bethel Park High School, which Crooks attended. Crooks can be seen at the 19-second mark. My thoughts. This to me stinks of MK Ultra. But what's odd to me is that someone would even come across this so fast. Like, how do you cross-reference the name of the school in BlackRock? What do you think? And it's like, yeah, dude, It's a
My
fucking
name is
normal ass BlackRock ad. Like, what the fuck are you
My name is
talking
Brian
about?
DeLallo. I teach AP and Honors Economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do.
Like, this is literally a BlackRock pension ad, dude. This is just what BlackRock does. Like, they don't do hits. You're fucking ridiculous. Here he is, by the way, in the classroom. This is him. Motherfucker's got the craziest case of Habsburg job, by the way. Holy shit. Yeah, he's in an AP honors. He's in some fucking fiscal policy government class. Am I stupid? I don't understand the conspiracy here. What? It's not even the right guy. The real guy tweeted? What are you talking about? Anyway, people saw this and immediately went with, they're talking about that fucking Groyper. I'm going to lose my mind. No, this is the kid. Okay? This is actually the kid, not that fucking random Groyper. Please. That's a chatter who still believes the 4chan Groyper Twitter post. Please stop. Okay? There's another piece of information here. New suspected Trump shooter was once rejected from high school rifle club. 2 former team members tell ABC he was asked not to come back because of how bad of a shot he was. It was considered like dangerous, said one of the team members. Why are we not talking about the person who killed him instead of Trump? Person he killed instead of him or Trump? Wait, what do you mean? Why are we not talking about the possible motives and the background information of a dude who tried to do a fucking political assassination of a former president? Yeah, the reason why people are not talking about the person who died is because he was just like a firefighter dude who was a massive MAGA Trump supporter who accidentally got killed in the process for standing behind Donald Trump. Like, I don't understand. And yeah, I looked up his, like, people looked up his profile. His last tweet was the cat turd saying that he was going to the Trump rally. I had to stop watching for a bit on my own mental, but thanks again for being an outlet for these events. We found the guy that thinks he was actually targeting someone else behind Trump. Yeah. Like, anyway, but yeah, the BlackRock guy is just fucking insane. Or thinking that this has anything to do with BlackRock is just completely insane. But yeah, this is Thomas Crooks. This is the shooter. I don't know why he posted his fucking ear in the footage. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But hey, could you please explain what you mean by fake posts on Twitter by Groypers? Dumb Nazi 4chan losers that spend all their time on internet forums love taking advantage of chaotic situations like this to disseminate misinformation. Misinformation that gets picked up by opportunists that don't cross-reference that information, like Don Lemon. They end up posting random people. One of the common ones is a former Adult Swim comedian who is a Nazi and a pedophile by the name of Sam Hyde. His fan base are extremely online, extremely neurodivergent, and regularly go, oh, the shooter was Sam Hyde, or different variants of his name. Okay? This time it was some other guy that kind of looks like the shooter that they were posting about. And Don Lemon and many other people that want desperately to be the first to market with this information went out with false information, posting the photo of some random fucking dude. That random fucking dude came out and was like, yeah, I am that person, and yeah, I hate Donald Trump, and you got the wrong guy. This caused a lot of boomers to fucking lose their minds over it because they just don't know how, I guess, unimaginably online some people are and what they like to do for fun. I hope that was enough for you guys to understand. I personally did not lean into those weird conspiracies and tried to explain to people that those were just silly people just trying to have a laugh, just memeing. Okay, so the Groyper posted a picture of himself with a bunch of Nazi shit on the poster behind him, so people would post the poster with Nazi shit. Yeah, in many instances they do stuff like that specifically so they can, get like a little bit of people talking about them. So anyway, classic moment. Oh, so that's all we have for the time being. About that's all we have on the shooter thus far. More information will come. Obviously Talia Jane had an interesting take on this, but while things are unclear, I will offer some wild speculation by noting that Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes both recently accused Trump of being controlled by Jewish billionaires and a sellout to the establishment. Those accusations stem from Trump denying involvement in Project 2025, calling some of his proposed plans abysmal, and offering a policy platform to the RNC that softens Republican attacks on abortion. Not like that means anything, but it made the Christo-fascists super mad. The reaction, for what I saw early on, was people deciding Trump was just some establishment shill, nothing inciting. But if someone with a very bad brain got really juiced up on it, that's a potential pathway into rationalizing violence. Curious to see what, if anything, shakes out. I mean, that's one alternative theory on what could be the case. But we, again, still don't know. The only things that tie this shooter to potential right-wing leaning and association, and this is like a bit of a reach from Talia that she recognizes as well, but the only thing that ties this person to right-wing leanings and associations is wearing a GunTubers merch. A GunTuber that isn't like overtly political, by the way, in comparison to the likes of Brandon Herrera, who literally ran for Republican office, but is still aligned with those guys. For the record, Demolition Ranch is aligned with those guys and is like friends with those guys. And, you know, as most GunTubers are, obviously still right-wing, but not as overtly right-wing as other GunTubers are, I guess. He dressed up in Vermont gear last week. Yeah, guys, I know you keep posting that, but I'm pretty sure that was for like literally not even their own personal shoot. I think that was for like a Corridor Digital video. So Demo Ranch, as far as I understand, is not like Demolition Ranch, as far as I understand, doesn't make like super political takes, but obviously still has like right-wing merchandise and is a GunTuber. So of course there's like right-wing associations and right-wing leanings. They're GunTubers. Anyway, I mean, there is literally a fucking Let's Go Brandon t-shirt on their website. Okay. What is a GunTuber? This is the website that sells like, this is the website that sells a bunch of different merchandise from a bunch of different YouTubers, some of which are not immediately right-wing, some of which are right-wing. Here's the shirt that the shooter was wearing, the Demolition shirt. This is from Demolition Ranch. This website has a bunch of different shirts. The Let's Go Brandon shirt is not from Demolition Ranch, by the way. The Let's Go Brandon shirt is from Brandon Herrera, the AK guy, just so you know. Donut operator, all these people. Was the BlackRock connection debunked? What do you mean BlackRock connection? BlackRock runs a bunch of fucking pension funds for teachers, including his school. Okay? So they made a fucking B2B ad, most likely, that happened to literally feature the dude in one of the classes because they got a teacher from that school to be like, oh yeah, BlackRock's got my pension in mind. It's a fucking commercial. There's no real connection between this shooter and BlackRock. I know he was in a BlackRock commercial! Why are you so stupid? BlackRock orcs are tough, extra fire resistance. Okay. Demo Ranch is single issue on politics, aka more guns, more better. So they align right, but they're flexible. I'm pretty sure I saw them come out specifically against Trump's bump stock ban, for example. They basically have the same right-wing political lean as a beer company. Yeah. Anyway, it makes me lose my fucking mind sometimes, dude. I swear to God. Like, the idea that like BlackRock is like putting out a hit on Donald Trump is so funny because Donald Trump's policies help BlackRock, okay? Like tremendously. This is what Demolition Ranch said. Last night was crazy. I got news stations calling me asking if I ever spoke to the shooter. What the hell? Anyway, so yeah. We've already seen this. This is the TMZ footage, ironically enough, but this is like him right before, moments before he takes the shot. Okay. So let's talk about when there's more information that comes out on the shooter, obviously I will cover it. However, there's also another side to this story. Conservatives are going on with the DEI narrative, but there's also a very interesting side of this story as well. The interesting side of the story is that as I covered yesterday, and as you guys know, there was a bunch of people that apparently warned law enforcement of a person using a ladder to go up this fucking rooftop. Okay? To go up this goddamn roof. A bunch of people, before he even fires shots, say he's got a gun. There are literally cops in that area. That's what we knew yesterday. Turns out there's more than just that information. Turns out cops were there. Here is Butler County Sheriff confirming an armed municipal officer with Butler Township encountered the shooter before the shooting.
Sheriff, the Washington Post is reporting, according to you, that seconds before the gunman opened fire, he came face to face with a municipal police officer who was not equipped to neutralize him. What can you tell me about that?
Well, I never said that. I appreciate you, Jennifer, for bringing that to my attention. I immediately called the Washington Post reporter to straighten that particular issue out. How would I know it was seconds, first of all? And I never said that to begin with. The face-to-face thing, how could I know he was face-to-face? All I know is the officer had both hands up on the roof to get up onto the roof, never made it because the shooter had turned towards the officer, and rightfully and smartfully, the officer let go.
Sheriff,
That's nutty. Okay? That is motherfucking nutty.
Damn, this guy's good.